Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Let's Play Warframe. I'm your host of the most, as always, Francois878, and in today's episode, I'd like to talk to you guys about update 18.14 and all of the cool new goodies we got in this update, including a new melee weapon, the Dark Split Sword, something we've been waiting on for a while, new operator customizations, a couple of new ability augments, as well as some new changes to Volt that will help him and his rework. Now getting right into it, the Dark Split Sword has been a melee weapon that was teased a while ago by the DE on a dev stream. Basically, it's a dark sword style melee weapon that will actually change stances depending on the stance you have equipped. It will take heavy sword stances and dual sword stances. Personally, I think it's a pretty cool weapon, and I think it's a pretty cool idea. I think the fact that you have to switch stances in between missions is kind of lame. I liked the Stradivar's kind of functionality of being able to switch on the fly, and I'm hoping that the Dark Split Sword in the future will get altered so that you can maybe hit secondary fire with the Dark Split Sword equipped, and that allows you to break the sword in half or put it back together so you can switch between a heavy stance and a dual stance on the fly. But as of right now, I will be doing a more in-depth review of the Dark Split Sword later on, but right now, it's just, it's alright. I'm going to talk more about it in another video, but right now, it's interesting, not great. The new operator customizations are something I'm also pretty excited about. We got new Tenno faces and new somatic markings for free. We also got some new attachments and new accessories and new hairstyles, but those are for Platinum. So, I'm pretty happy with them kind of splitting the baby on this one and giving us some stuff for free and some stuff for Platinum. They could have charged Platinum for everything, so I'm happy with the way they did it. Here in the video, I'm going to show you, I'm going to go through all of the new faces, all of the new markings, the attachments, and the hairstyles for you guys very quickly. Anything that you want to see in more detail, you can just feel free to pause the video. All of the accessories cost 15 Platinum apiece. All of the hairstyles cost 25 Platinum apiece. And as of right now, there's no way to bundle them together. I think moving forward, I would love to see DE implement a bundling system for this stuff in case you just want all the new hairstyles. You can just buy them all, and if you don't like them, you don't have to buy the bundle. That's totally up to you. Hopefully that's something that's going to be coming in the new store rework that is supposedly coming in Update 19. Maybe. But moving forward, new augments have been released as well for Wukong, Necros, and Avara. Wukong's augments are pretty hot. I'm pretty excited about them. Primal Fury is getting a new augment called Primal Rage. Killing an enemy increases the critical hit chance by 10% up to 100%. The increase decays by 1% per second. I think this is a great ability augment. I think the decay rate is very fair, and I think that it absolutely encourages you to get lots of kills very quickly, very similar to the way Valkyr's ult works. And I think that I'm pretty happy with the way Valkyr's ult is right now, so the fact that they're making this optional is very exciting to me. I think this is a great direction for those ultimate weapon type abilities that some frames have. Wukong's second augment is called Iron Volt. It is Iron Jab's augment. Aiming Iron Jab at the ground launches Wukong into the air. Executing a slam attack from the height will increase the range by 15 meters and applies a 500% extra damage buff. This is also incredible. There are definitely some weapons that have excellent slam attacks, so being able to throw this on Wukong and take advantage of the 500% extra damage and very decent range increase, I think this is a great augment on a frame that really does need some help. It really does. Necros also got a new augment for Terrify. It's called Creeping Terrify. Affected enemies have a 60% movement speed reduction. So basically anything you hit with Terrify will move 60% slower in the game. This is a great augment. I've seen some people complaining on the forums and on Reddit saying that this should be a baked-in augment, and Terrify should get something different. Terrify is already a great CC ability. Basically taking everybody in a certain area of space and having them run away from you scared is an amazing CC ability for a frame that doesn't have a lot of great abilities to begin with. So, personally, I would disagree. I think this is a great augment, and I personally think that if this was baked in and we had the option to have a nether ability augment on top of this, I think it would be too much. I think it would just create a little bit too much cheese, and it would be a little OP. Avara's got a new augment for Prowl called Infiltrate. Avara is able to bypass laser barriers and gains a 25% speed boost. Now, this is obviously focused on spy missions. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like this is kind of a cheesy sort of ability augment, though it's alright. I feel like spy missions with Avara were probably easy enough as it was, but maybe I'm crazy. Maybe that's just crazy talk. I feel like this augment will pretty much do nothing but make it easier now for people to go through spy missions. Now moving on to the final major part of update 18.14, that is some changes for Volt. Volt can now place 6 electric shields instead of 4. This will obviously help with defense missions as well as locking specific areas down. It'll help with being able to revive allies, to put some shields up real quick to make it easier. Being able to have more of these electric shields, it's just a straight buff, and I love it. Volt will now be able to see speed pickups that he creates. Obviously, when Volt casts speed, he casts it on himself, and he'll drop the speed pickups, and a lot of people are not a big fan of that because they felt like it was a nerf directly, because they like to not have to worry about picking up another item in order to get that the speed buff. You know, now that Volt will be able to see it, I guess it'll be a little easier for him to put it in spots that will help the teammates, but but the big one that I heard a lot of people cheering about in the subreddit is Volt can now recast speed. Each recast will replace the prior speed pickups to the new casting location. So if you happen to, you know, cast speed on the other side of a room away from your teammates, and you want, you know, your teammates want some pickups, you can walk over there and recast it really quick without having to wait through the entire duration in order to be able to recast it. It's a decent change. I think that helps with people who are a little bit less happy with the speed changes. So we'll see. Overall, a decent update. I'm waiting for. I'm anxiously waiting for update 19 at this point. We'll see. Hopefully there's not too many more major content updates until 19. We'll see, though. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I've been your host with the most, as always, Francois878, signing